All right, guys. Well, hey, here's the. Let me go ahead and introduce you guys to me. Basically, I basically was building niche sites after niche sites after niche sites years and years and years ago. That's when I started doing this. Me and Frank Kern are both from Macon, Georgia. When he finally hit it big in that little pyramid thing, I don't know if you guys know much about his old past or whatever, but anyway, he actually started this little pyramid thing with the marketing a long time ago, and they came and got everything and locked the doors of his house and all that. But anyway, long story short, he got it all back and got a red Ferrari and took off to La Jolla. So he's in La Jolla while we're still over here in Macon, chilling in Macon, Georgia. What I did was something a little bit different. Me and a friend of mine, we actually started building niche sites. Is what we did. Just started building niche sites over the years. We were actually doing what they were teaching. Now we all know now. I think everybody's been around long enough now know that all they do is really just teach it. Really, they don't really do this stuff. But we were actually trying to do it, and what we found out was it wasn't working. And now I think most of you, almost every one of you guys, especially the ones that don't know me, can attest to the fact that it really isn't that easy, is it, guys? Online, it really isn't that easy. Making money online is not easy at all, unless you do certain things. If you do certain things, then it's okay. But what we were doing, we were just building these niche sites, and what we found out was nobody was buying our product. So we had to get real good at trying to figure out what was wrong, or we were just going to quit probably. So what we did, long story short, is we started figuring out how to convert our sites. Is what it was. It was just converting of a product is all it was. They were people, guys, back in the .com bust age whatever, that literally spent millions of dollars on a website and lost it all. And it was really simply because it didn't convert. That was all, guys. And it's still the same to this day. A lot of people think that there's some kind of that there really is some system out there that can really do it all for them without them having to do a whole lot of work. But it all comes down to three things, guys. Simply, and here it is right here. You have to have a product that people want, and you have to have a page to send them to that converts. In other words, it does whatever you tell them that you want them to do at that page. So if you have a converting product, a converting page, and a good product with value, then all you do is just put massive amounts of targeted traffic. And today, guys, I don't know if you know, but you get rich easy by just simply, once you have those in place, the easy part is the traffic. A lot of you guys think that traffic is the problem. That's not the problem at all. You can go buy traffic, guys. Right? You could buy traffic, so why aren't you guys buying it? That's what we were doing years ago. We were buying it. It was 1 cent a click, 3 cent a click, right? And then I remember when it went up to nickel click. I remember when it went to a quarter click. We were like, what? We only get 4 people at our site now for $1. What? But now you know what it's around. I think the average price in the IM niche today in the IM niche is around 85 cents. But now if you get in these other niches, you can still get 30-cent clicks and stuff like that. But you guys aren't in these other niches, are you? You guys are in this get rich quick crazy stuff. So long story short, that's me in a nutshell. We built enough sites over the years until it finally paid off. And in 2006, I quit work, called in sick forever. And 2007, took a year off, vacationed, and basically got bored real quick. You guys are not really. I know you guys can't wait to be retired and all that, but honestly, it's boring. It's boring. You try to find things to do. I know some of you guys are like, well, just I'd like to try it out once. Well, 2007, I took the year off vacation, got bored, and in 2008 is when I literally just come out here to your niche, to the niche that most of you guys are in. This I am niche, just get rich quick, crazy, stupid, freaking. This is a retarded niche, guys. Excuse my language. What happens is, people in this niche are trying to make the graphics as pretty as possible to basically try to be as convincing as possible on a page to get you guys to spend, what it used to be, what, $2,000 or $3,000 these gurus were selling this stuff for, and they were literally making, I remember John Reese. John Reese, I don't know if you guys, I don't even know if this even makes sense. You want to hear it, but John Reese was the first guy to literally make a ton of money in one day. He made $100,000 in one day. We were like, oh wow, okay, how do you do that? And that's when we came around to understanding the concept of building lists. It was basically putting people on a list. It was building a community of people that liked and trust you. Now, I know you guys done heard that out the ear now, but back then you guys didn't know what we were doing. That's what we were doing. I was building lists in niches back when it was called flycatcher pages. We called it flycatcher pages. It wasn't called opt-in, squeeze-in page. It was called a flycatcher page for some unknown reason. But we build lists. That's all we were doing. We were building lists in these niches and converting our prospects by giving them something first and letting them like and trust us, and then we would try to sell them something. And then, if you got a couple thousand people on a list and you send them a $20 product and they already like and trust you, hey, they'll buy the $20 product if it's still, if it's relevant to what you've been talking to them all along about, right? And that's the reason why, guys, when you build these lists, you want to become someone of value. You don't want to become somebody that starts sending these ClickBank offers, ClickBank after our WSOs, just pounding them with all this crazy stuff. That's the quickest way to get out of business. And I'll tell you guys, and I know people have said this, the money's in the list. It's true. It's not really in the list. It's in the community. It's in the trust. It's in the trust of that list that they trust you. If you have this big list and you're just sending them all kinds of crap, they don't trust you. You're like everybody else. All right. Now tonight I'm gonna get into something more specific though. I'll take questions just a little bit, guys. Tonight, well, first of all, there ain't nothing on the webpage except you guys is writing, Linda. Tonight, I'm actually going to show you guys how to instantly add a couple of $1,000s to your bank account, to your income. Now, for the ones that do know me, you guys know I don't do hype. I've never really been into that. I don't really do that kind of stuff, and it's cost me a lot of money. I'm not gonna certainly lie. It's cost millions of dollars, because if you don't lie and hype, you're not going to make the millions and millions of dollars on a launch that you can make, versus making maybe a couple $100,000 when you don't have to lie. I just didn't want into that, and the reason being is, guys, I mean, you want to be around in 2020. You don't want to lie to people. I mean, right? Shame on if you sell me something. Shame on you, if it wasn't what it was. If I buy it from you twice, and then shame on me, right? Well, people are just not going to be dumbasses, guys, twice. They're not going to keep doing that. So you don't want to be that person. I'll give you an example. Like right now, guys, just to this day, how many guru launches have you been to for a $3,000 price tag? They're not out there anymore, are they? They're gone. They finally have done. Well, they've done went there, been there, got the T-shirt, and didn't make the money that was promised. So nobody buys that stuff anymore. Now it's WSO of the day, right? Go WSO of the day. They basically got a whole bunch of people giving them $7, which is still a lot of money, right? They make $70,000 on 1,000 people instead of 7 million. Now, besides all of that stuff that you guys can do, whether it be affiliates, whether you want to go sell ClickBank products, or whether you have your products of your own, besides all that stuff, is there a way to make a lot of money? Well, how do you do all that stuff? Is there a way? Well, that's what I've been doing, guys. I've been literally since 2008 beating my head trying to figure out programs. I've come up with SEO programs. I've come up with different products, different programs, different whatevers, and to try to make people money in this niche, because that's pretty much what all you guys want, is to make money. Last week, I finally figured it out. I basically now know how to put some money in you guys' pocket. And I don't know how it came about. I think it actually came about from the Empower Network guys, what they were doing, seeing what they were doing. I was watching them when they first came out. I remember when they first came out, and I watched them a little bit. And I really wasn't in the hype of the month club. That's what I've always called it. When there's always some new hype. It was like some new hype about every month or every other month. I never really got into all that stuff. But I did see them come out, and I seen them grow pretty big pretty quick. So I was looking at them, and then the only bad thing that made me not look at them anymore was when they told everybody to when their first banking company that they were using didn't know they were MLM, and then when they found out they were MLM, they canceled the banking system that they were using to flow through the monies through whatever. Most banks and companies and credit cards companies will not let you run an MLM program through that. So when they shut down on that, and then when they told you guys, or whoever was in there, they went and told those guys to go run through PayPal, that's when I lost all respect for them, because I knew without a shadow of a doubt that they were leading their people wrong. And that wasn't good, because every marketer knows that PayPal, especially PayPal, they will kill your account dead, or just dead. You won't be able to get it back. It's gone if you run some type of matrix or program through that. So when they told them all that, that's when I turned my head from them. I was like, well, okay. But I still saw it was still going. So the idea of the 100% commission concept came about a week ago for me. I was like, well, shoot, man, maybe I can come up with a 100% commission plan. I was actually having some people that came into my trainings that were in Power Network, and they said, hey, Vic, why don't you come in Power? I said, well, I don't do that. And I was like, well, maybe. They said, well, maybe you can come up with a program like that. And I was like, well, maybe I'll think about that. So I did. That's what I did, though. But it wasn't MLM, though. But it's using the MLM concept, which is pretty cool. So let me just get right into it instead of trying to, talk about this thing forever. If you could have somebody like raise their hands, guys, raise their hands. For the ones that haven't seen the video, I'm going to try to explain this to you. Now, for the ones that have seen the video, let me just ask you that before we talk about that. For the ones who have seen the video, what do you guys think about it so far? Let me just ask that first. Does it make sense what I've put together? Is it pretty exciting? What do you guys think? Did I actually solve MLM problems? I think I've solved every freaking body's money problems, guys. I really did. I think I've come up with it. I think God gave me this idea. It's not been used before. It just came out of the blue. All right, good. So okay, cool. So a bunch of you guys have seen it. What the concept is, without trying to confuse you, is this. We basically have a page, and it has a video on it. And it has an opt-in form below the video. The video, pretty much what it does is basically pitches everybody on the concept of selling a $100 membership site. A $100 per month membership site. Now, the membership site is mine. Basically, I'm going to be providing the content to this membership site. And it's going to be $100 per month. Alright, and the video that you will have, you actually get this page and this video to put on your own domain, your own URL, everything, and your own autoresponder code. It's going to be your list you're building, not mine. It's going to have your own autoresponder code and everything. And I do have videos that show you how to do all that as soon as you opt in. But basically what you do is you simply go out and you prospect. You start sending traffic to that site, and I do have tons of traffic methods that you can use of mine that works. And you start sending prospects to that, and let me do the talking in the video, let me do the explaining of basically the concept of, hey, you can put $2,000 into your account instantly, a monthly income of $2,000, because by the way, guys, $2,000 is a lot of money. That could pay probably everybody's bills in this room. I mean, pay all your bills. Let me talk about that for a second. A long time ago, me, Russell Brunson, long time ago, we're talking years ago, guys, one of the things that we did when we first started talking about making money, some of the things that we were doing was we were trying to pay our bills. That's all we were doing. We were trying to come up with how many ebooks, like Evan Pagan. He was doing the same thing. We were trying to figure out how many ebooks would it take to pay our car payment. Because back then it was ebooks. We thought that was the shiznit or whatever. Ebooks. You guys probably know what an ebook is. But anyway, how many ebooks could we sell to make our car payment? That was the very first thing we did. And then we went from car payment to our house payment. How many books did we need to sell to pay our house payment? And then we were just trying to pay our bills. And it was working. We were like, dang. So that was so this is the same type of concept, kind of like we were doing back then. As I'm actually offering you guys today if you've never actually thought about this before. Because I mean, let's think about it, guys. Let's just put it all in transparency. Because I'm complete 100% transparent here. You're talking about, you guys out here, listening to these programs telling you can make thousands and millions of dollars. Guys, you can't even make $100,000. You know what I mean? Much less $1 million. So why even go for that? Why even try to go for the $1 million first? Why try to go for something that you know that your mind is giving you all kinds of heck? I'm trying not to cuss. I'm trying to make this a cuss-friendly environment tonight. Why not? Why would you even try to go for something like that? You know that your mind is going to kill you on it, right? I've always taught this, guys. It's about your mind, man. It's about tricking your mind. Try to trick your mind into believing something that you can believe. Because, guys, once you actually believe it in your mind, it's done. Do you guys get that? Once you finally really believe that you can do something in your mind, when you really, really do believe it, it's done. There is nothing going to get in your way from doing it. Am I right? Am I telling the truth on that one? It doesn't matter what it is. Whether it be, hey, I'm gonna go practice softball until I freaking hit that ball over the fence. In your mind, when you say, I can do that, I know I can do that. All I gotta do is go out and practice it. Then it's done. It's done, guys. All you do then is what? You go out there and take the action over and over and over and over and over. There ain't nobody somebody come out, hey man, using the wrong bat. F you. I got this. I'm gonna make this happen because I already seen it in my mind. I already know I can do this. All I gotta do is practice. You've already set it up in your mind on how to do it. There's nobody gonna be able to stop you from doing it. It's the same way with making $1 million, guys. It's the same way with making 100,000. But now $1 million, your mind's not going to believe that. So don't go for $1 million. Don't go for 100,000. Why not? Let's do this. Why not go for just a couple $100,000? Why not just go for a couple thousand per month? That's something believable, right? Because guys, once you get to the believable state, this is what I've always taught. If you can get yourself to a believable state, you can do anything. But you got to get yourself to the believable state. Now I'm always about explaining this logically to you. So logically, the reason why you can do anything, guys, and I'm saying that pretty bold statement, you can do anything, because logically, when you get to the believable state of knowing that you can, the only reason why you're at the believable state, because inside your mind you've already put it together. You're like, oh, all I gotta do is go practice the softball, hitting it. And I know if I keep practicing, well, maybe it is changing bats, whatever, or maybe whatever it is, changing ball, whatever, I will eventually hit it over the fence. Same way with making money. If I believe that I can do 100,000, then in my mind, I'll put together a little program that I think that I can get there on. And in my mind, once I finally get to that believable level, nobody can tell me I can't do it after that. And you don't listen to anybody anymore. I'll tell you a quick story of what changed my life, my entire life. Probably about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I don't even know now. God, what is it, 2012? See, 2006, 6. No, it's been like 8 or 9 years ago. Somewhere around the 8 or 9 year mark. I can't remember. But, you know, I was, well, no, I'll tell you when. It was 1995. I got out of the Marine Corps. I was in the Marines for 6 years. Got out of the Marines in 95, and I came home to a different set of parents. Totally different set of parents. All my life, I was told by my dad that I could do anything. He always told me that. All my life, when I was a little boy. You can do anything, son. Just put your mind to it. Don't listen to everybody else. Just go do it. If you want to do it bad enough, you'll make it happen. You can do it, son. You can do it. He's always told me that when I was a kid. Fortunately, I had a dad that told me that, because guess what, guys? I grew up believing that. So when I got out of the Marines, I had a different set of parents. Wasn't the same dad anymore. Didn't tell me that anymore. It wasn't tell me that. What he was telling me then was, son, you should be satisfied for a real job. Son, you should try to get a real job. Son, why are you going for these pie in the skies? Why you shouldn't do that, son? You can't do that, son. So why blah blah blah? Wrong, Dad. Unfortunately, I grew up believing what you told me. So I didn't. So me and my dad had a little clashing. We clashed for all the way up till about 4 months from his death. That's when I got my dad back. But anyway, about somewhere around about 96 or 97 or 98, somewhere around there, whatever it was. I went to my dad and I just basically cried. I wanted my old dad back. I think we all like that, guys. I think we all need somebody, to give us that pat on the back. That's what we're looking for. Well, mine was from my dad. I wanted it from my dad. I wanted to impress my dad. I wanted it from my dad. He wouldn't give it to me anymore like he did when I was a kid. So I went out there, man, with crying and all that. And he basically once I got done, he said, here's what he said. He said, "You done with your pity party, son?" I was like, holy cow. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm done. I said, you won't ever see me cry in front of you again. And he didn't. I didn't cry at his funeral. But let me tell you the gift that he gave me that day. Even though he didn't, I don't think he necessarily knew it was a gift he was giving me. But I walked away all, head of my ass, and was all, I can't believe you, I'm never going to blah. Let me tell you what he gave me, guys. Here's what he gave me. He gave me the understanding that nobody gives a shit about me. Not even my own dad. Yes, he loves me because he has to. Yes, he loves and cares. Yeah, I got all that. But nobody was coming to my emotional or my financial rescue. I finally got that through my thick freaking head. If it was going to be, it was going to be me. Nobody else. I got it. My dad gave me that gift. So that was the day that I quit giving a shit about what anybody thought about me ever again. To this day, I still don't care. I'm not talking in a bad way now. I'm not talking about being mean to people. I'm just saying nobody can take it away from me again. Nobody can take anything away from me. Why? Because I don't care what they think. I don't believe what they say. I grew up knowing I could do anything in my life, and I kept on and held on to that. And guess what? Guess where I'm at now, guys? Free. I wake up whenever I want. Well, got to get kids to school, but besides that, I can do whatever I want, buy whatever I want, go wherever I want, drive whatever I want, fly wherever I want, give to whoever I want, build churches if I want, save the wells if I want. I can do anything, guys. Feed kids. I can do it all. To this day because of that. So there was two things God gave me. One, God gave me the ability to understand that nobody give a rat butt about me, and the number two was I was eventually going to die. I really was going to die eventually. God just somehow gave me this vivid, not clue, but vivid realization that I really was not going to be here forever. That I really was one day not going to breathe any longer. I was going to get thrown in some dirt and eventually become some dusty photograph on some of my kid's shelf. So with those two things, what stood out to me was I asked myself, okay, nobody gives a shit about me. I'm going to die. What do I want to do in this life that I got? I subtracted the years. I said, well, if I lived to 90, I got about 50-something more years or whatever it was back then. What do I want to do? what do I want to do with this life? And I started writing it down, what I wanted to do. I wanted to be free. I didn't want to work for nobody. I wanted to be free. I wanted to have enough money to where I didn't have to ever worry about money again. So those were the two gifts that were given to me. So hopefully some of you guys learned something from that and feel the same. Can maybe from this day, guys. Now the quickest way to not have someone kill your dream or whatever is just don't tell them about it. Don't go tell them about it, guys. There you go. Don't tell them. Show them. Show them. Don't be in the same thing I was in years ago. I was in that trying to impress everybody. I was trying to impress my wife when I got married 15 years ago. You know, she married because I was a dreamer. I was always lit up around her. You know, when we met, and I was a dreamer, so she married that, and she loved that. But then she finally realized, well, wait a minute, this guy's just a dreamer. He ain't a doer. He ain't got all this stuff he keeps saying he can do. It was every night I had something. It was like no every week, but every week or every other week I had some brand new. Oh my God, baby, you ain't gonna believe this. Well, her eyes went from being wide open every time to a little bit dim to almost closed, and to finally eventually snoring right in the mid whatever. And I was just like, oh my God, I am this person. I am. I'm just a dreamer. I started believing this crap that everybody said the whole time. Well, one day, this is the other gift that I gave my wife. And then we'll get right on to the $2,000 stuff, guys. Sorry about this. I don't know where this is going, but anyway, maybe it's helping some of you. I don't know. Just telling my life story. One day, my wife said, I was right in mid-sentence of telling her my latest and greatest, whatever it was. I don't know what it was. And she's like, stop, baby. Just stop. I was like, what? What? No. Wait, I'm almost done. No, stop, baby. I was like, what? She said, you sure do know a lot. You sure do know a lot. You'd think by now. You'd think by now, you know, which what she meant was you'd think by now you'd be a millionaire. You'd have all this money that you keep talking about you could make and go do. And she was right. I listened to her, and she was right. I shut the books, guys. I quit reading the books. I quit reading the Tony Robbins books. I quit going down to Barnes and Nobles because I couldn't afford them back then. I quit going to Barnes and Nobles and sitting there reading a book, a chapter at a time, and coming back reading another chapter. I quit doing it. I quit reading all the books, and I just started doing it. What I found out was, and hopefully this will help you guys. I'm gonna move right on into it. Is I was scared to fail, guys. I was scared to fail. I didn't want to look like an ass. I was scared, guys. I wanted people to think good of me. I was scared. I was scared that somebody was going to laugh at me or tell me I told you so. And so that kept me from going out and just going for it. I'll tell you what I learned, guys. Here's the prerequisite of being a success. You're going to have to look like an ass. You're going to have to look like an idiot. If you're not okay with that, you better bail out right now. You're going to look like an idiot for a little bit. Complete idiot. Because you're going to fail, guys. I'm telling you, you're going to boo. Now, I look back now and go, okay, that was God the whole time. That was God the whole time, guys. He had his freaking hand on my neck, and he was slamming me in the ground. Failure after failure after failure after failure. Oh, you want some of this, huh, big boy? Oh, you think you want? Oh, you want to be? Oh, you want to go give to people? You just want to help other people? Yeah, right. Bam, bam. You can lie to me all you want. You can lie to them all you want, but you can't lie to me. I'm the one that created you. You can't lie to me. Bam, 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 bam. Whole time, guys, I was learning something. I was learning something. The whole time, he was creating me for this freaking entrepreneur that I was going to become. I see it clearly now, plain as day. And because I told God one time, I said, God, are you holding this back from me? I said, am I going to be some asshole? I said, because if I am going to be an asshole and you know that, then yeah, go ahead and hold it back. I don't want to be that person. He said, okay, I'll take you up on that. And now, man, I give freely, guys. I give freely. I've always given freely. And now there's not a shadow of a doubt why God had his hand on the back of my neck and just shoved me in the ground all those years. It was for the person I was going to become. It was the person I am now. I'm a giving, really caring person. A lot of people say I'm arrogant. A lot of people say I'm braggadatory. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I'm not going to talk bad about myself. That doesn't make sense to me. Why would somebody say not? I'm going to say good things about me. I'm always going to say good things about me, because if I can't even believe that about myself, how the freak am I going to get anybody else to believe that? How am I going to be able to do that stuff, guys? Speak highly of yourself. I ain't talking about being a complete whatever around everybody, but yeah, think highly of yourself. You got to. My God. Anyway. Okay, so how do you instantly put $2,000 into your bank account? How does that instantly? Because that almost don't sound like it's possible. Well, if you go to this page, let me give you this link right here. Let me see, where's the you guys still hear me? I may have lost y'all, I'm not sure. You do? Okay, cool. Let me give you a link, guys. One thing you'll find out about me is I really do care, guys. I don't do this for money anymore. I've done made my money. I really do give a shit if you guys make it. I want bragging rights, guys. I want bragging rights to say I did it. I did it for these guys. I want to cry with you when you make it. You know what I mean? I want to be there when you make it. I want to be on the stage with you when you freaking make it. When you don't have to worry about stuff anymore. When you be able to go live your dreams, man. Live out your passions. Live out what you want to do. I want to be one of those guys that can be on this front porch, when I'm 85 and still smile because I know I didn't live this life for nothing. I mean, I help people. I did it for people. That's just one of the things I want to do. The only other thing that lights me up besides that is freaking helping people that just can't help themselves. There's nothing greater, guys, than having somebody, being able to give somebody money or give somebody some type of help that couldn't get it any other way, and to watch them light up. I mean, they literally smile. I'll freaking cry sometimes, emotional. It lights me up, man. It's a feeling, and I think it's a feeling everybody has. I mean, everybody wants to do good for people. So, why not, Anyway. I'm going to let everybody go to this site. Now, don't opt into this site because you guys have already opted into a site, so don't opt into mine, please. I'm just going to give you the site so you guys, for the ones that don't know, because I want to actually walk you through this. So I'm going to give you guys a link right here in just a second. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, everybody click on that link, please. What I'm doing here, guys, I'm letting you guys see the inner side of me. I want you guys. That's why I'm laid back tonight. As for the people that know me, that you guys know that I'm in some probably real weird mood here. It's not really a weird mood, guys. I was given this morning. This morning I was going to use the bathroom. I was going to use the bathroom. It was around 9 o'clock or whenever it was. I was watching a movie called Broken City on the TV, on the computer, and I went there to use the bathroom. And I sat down, and I was given this. It wasn't a vision. It was a knowing that I know that I know that I know that this really is fixing to be big. What I've created as of last week, God literally gave me what I call Rhema. Rhema, guys, is this feeling that you get when you know that 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 something's going to happen. That's Rhema. It's like when you pray for something and then you have faith long enough to finally, all of a sudden one day, all the doubt literally leaves you. Because Jesus said that anyway, guys. All you got to do is not doubt. As long as you don't doubt, then you can have anything. He said that. He said that. I didn't say that. He said it. So this morning I was given the Rhema that this really is going to be very, very big. This really is going to do and help a lot of people. So tonight, I'm like humbled, I guess is the word, being in front of you guys, because I do know that there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands that are going to come right behind you guys. Isn't that cool? And you guys were here right at the very start of it. Isn't that awesome? All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do. This page here is the page that you're going to get. I'm just going to walk you through it. You're going to put this page on your server, your own domain name, and I do have videos that shows you how to do this, so don't feel bad if you're not a techie. I got videos that you can literally watch me move my mouse. We go to GoDaddy, we get a domain. We go to HostGator, we do it all, guys. I'll show you everything in these videos that you get. Instantly add $2,000 to your income. Here's how it works. You're going to put this page up, and this video pretty much says, hey, if you'd like to be part of a membership program for $100 a month, then put your name and email down below. And all that's doing is raising your hand, said, yes, I'd like to participate in that. Yes, I'd like to be part of that membership program. And also, I understand that I get to do the same thing. I can basically take the same page, because I talk about it in the video, take the same page, put it up myself, and go out and promote the $100 per month membership program and get people to raise their hand and say, yes, I would like to be part of that too. Now, while you're having people opt in, guys, they're not paying. They don't pay. All they do is opt in and say, yes, I'd like to be part of that. And what you're doing is you're adding people on a list. It's your list. It's your autoresponder. I'll show you also in the video, guys, how to change out my code, which is down here, which I actually don't have a code when you guys get it. Just put your opt-in code here. I'll show you how to put your own autoresponder code in there on the video. So the list you have, and then come the first of the month, guys, no matter what month it is, it doesn't matter what month, on the very first of the month, you're going to send out your own pay button. Your own pay button, whether it be PayPal, Alert Pay, it doesn't matter what you guys use. It doesn't matter. This is not MLM, so you're not going to get in trouble with any kind of pay. There's not MLM at all. This doesn't have anything to do with MLM. You're simply selling a product is all you're doing. You're an affiliate, basically. Affiliate selling my program, 100% commission membership program for $100 a month. So let's just say that you basically have 20 to 30 people on this list. This is the exciting part, guys. This is what is exciting about this whole whole freaking thing. Where that came from? Sorry about that, guys, for the ones that don't let the F word. Told you the F bombs come out, man. I want to get past it now. Sorry about that. I don't know why, please forgive me. I'd forgive you. All right, let's go over there. If you have 20 to 30 people that have raised their hands at the middle of that month, or just a part of that month, come the first, guys, that's a potential $3,100 bills into your pocket, because it's your pay button. It's yours, not mine. It's yours. I'm giving you guys 100% commissions on this. There's no pass-ups. There's none of that stuff that you guys have seen maybe in other companies. There's none of that. No pass-ups. No, there's none of that. So this is an MLM. Because, I mean, let's face it anyway, guys. MLM don't work anyway. We all know that. MLM doesn't work. I mean, even the guys that are at the top have to rebuild their downlines quite regularly. I've done been there, guys. I've done been at the top of them. I already know what goes on behind closed doors, so nobody can tell me any different. And I don't gonna lie about it. It's the truth. It just doesn't work. I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter anyway. Now you guys now have a solution. We have a solution. You're still using the same. It's like still using the same MLM concept, but it's not MLM because you don't get paid on the efforts of others. There's no second level, third level pay or anything like that. It's just first level pay. That's it. It's just whatever you go out and sell. How many people you can get to raise their hand, and say, "My God, yes, I'd like to be part of this." Let me explain this, guys. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but you're basically talking about, monthly residual here. Monthly residual of $100 a month from all the people that you get to raise your hand. Can you even imagine how many people you could get through your opt-in form, guys? And you don't stop at 20. 20 was just a number of $2,000 number that I could use just to show you guys that you just instantly pay, because on the first, when you send out that link, you could make a potential $2,000 just like that, just from 20 people. Let me stop right there. Let me take some questions now, because I want to actually I want to see if you guys have any questions about this, or does it make sense to everybody? Does it make sense so far? I have created something, guys, that every single one of you could literally have $2,000 or $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 worth of income coming in every single month. Finally, right? Finally, because let's tell the truth, guys. We know that there's nobody hardly ever making money online. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's only very, very few of us that make any go-home type money online. Very few. Ain't that many of us out here. That's the truth. No matter what those guys tell you on the sales pages. Ain't but a few of us that really, really make go-home type money. And that's just because we understand it. What is within the membership site? Good question. Okay, membership site is basically going to be material every single month that I'm going to add. There's going to be SEO material, especially marketing is what I'm going to. There's marketing, there's life. I'm going to be talking about life. They're going to be talking about just everything you can think of. I've got softwares I've created. I'm going to give you guys some softwares where you can go out. Now look, guys, you don't have to quit. If you're in some type of MLM now and you're in some type of other business, that's okay. You don't have to worry about that. This is just a second income stream. You can take the softwares, you can take the marketing that I teach you in the training, the membership site. That's what's all going to be in there. You take all those trainings and you can apply them to your other programs if you want. That makes sense. Like SEO, my SEO still works, guys. Panda, all that update stuff, my SEO still works. I have excellent. I've never taught what other people taught in SEO. My SEO never had anything to do with article marketing. I knew that eventually Google was going to go over there and kill easymarketing.com. Everybody had an article on there. I knew eventually, and it was true. It turned out to be true. They killed freaking everybody's website that had any kind of article on easy marketing and all them crazy sites. I didn't teach that. I already knew that what worked. So SEO, softwares, life lessons, traffic methods. I've got other programs that I'm going to be teaching you guys. Pretty much everything and anything. What kind of traffic can I buy for this, Z? Well, depends on what you want to do, really. I mean, there's plenty of free traffic methods. The number one method right now, guys, the number one method is Facebook. I don't know if you guys know that. Sorry about that. Free method. The number one free method that we have is Facebook. The only other, well, there's other ones too. The second one, I would say, I'll give you the link right here. The second method that I would use, besides Facebook, because let's face it, if you're a marketer, most of you guys, your Facebook is full of marketers. All right. All marketers want, guys, is to make money online. They want to be able to promote something that works. That's really all we want. So they're going to die. I've already got a bunch of Empower Network people that's already come over to this program already. The things that I've heard so far from those guys that have come around. Now, not everybody's in here tonight. I have more than this. Not everybody's in here tonight, but not everybody. The ones that have come over, the ones I've talked to anyway on Skype, they didn't. They said the comp plan was a little bit confusing, or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? But this is simple. They said this was a whole lot simpler, and it just made more sense too. I mean, and you didn't have to max out your credit, and you didn't have to be called a wussy. You didn't have to max out your credit and be called a wussy if you don't max out your credit. I won't be doing none of that. Let me give you guys a site. All right, now all my VIPs, I'll catch up with you guys another time. Just hold off. I know what you guys are. Don't worry about none of that. All my VIPs that pay me $200 a month, I'm going to be talking to you guys another night. Yeah. Hey, Lefty, let me ask you something. What was your reason for leaving them? Because I mean, I have been collecting answers from people. I mean, what was the reason why you left? A lot of people, I think, are still in it. I actually just think people are in it because they just done went all in. I think a lot of people done got so much money in it they just can't quit. I don't really understand their concept. I don't understand the every other sale. I don't understand that. Why would you want to give up a sale? I mean, I don't get that. Obviously, that money's going to somebody. Seems like it goes up because if it's every other sale, then it's the guy above him. It's every other sale, and the guy above him. So it seems like all that every other sale money goes all the way back up to the two twins. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a genius here. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say it makes a sponsor rich, the top sponsor, because everybody has the every other sale. But anyway, not much help except for the videos, and I got you. Okay, Ryan, cool. Empower works. The problem is they sell it that all you have to do is blog, and obviously Vic, we know that is not how. Yeah, I think. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm really not hating on those guys. I'm not hating on them. I just know, after they told you guys to go to PayPal, I knew right then that their hearts were not in y'all's better interests. I knew right then. I was like, why did they do that? Don't do that. You're talking about people out here trying to make money online, guys. All these people are just trying to make money online, and every marketer knows that you got to have PayPal. PayPal is a marketer's best friend. No matter what you say about PayPal now, if you done got kicked out of there, PayPal is guys. I've had PayPal since 2003. Every freaking marketer I know runs through PayPal. PayPal's the shit. I mean, God, you can't go to a credit card processor. PayPal takes 3%. Now they do. I'll tell you everything. They do take an extra 10% once you start making a whole lot of money, but that's all right. It's still. You guys didn't hear that, did you? Yeah, man. You get to a certain point where you got so much money coming through PayPal. Mine was about 2 years ago. I finally reached that point. I was making so much money they literally called me, man, and said we're gonna be taking an extra 10% because of blah blah blah. And I was like, what? Really? You serious? And the reason was they don't want me, selling. They didn't really know me, but they don't want me, selling something and and having a ton of refunds and I skip country or something. That was the whole reason for the extra 10%. Now the 10% is still mine, but they retain it. They do retain an extra 10%, so they got a whole ton of money making interest off of somewhere. I don't get the interest, I don't think, but that's cool. No big deal. Alright, David says, I thought about leaving, but after an event I liked the vibe, so I bought the 15K formula, then I learned traffic generation and started making money. Alright, cool. Empower reps that don't own the 15K formula don't have the proper training or to make money as a marketer. Gotcha. Blog that ranks is better than 1,000 blogs that are not indexed. Yeah. They use the blog to pitch Empower, so thousands of people are screaming about Empower instead of blogging about life and get helpful content. Yeah. That's cool. Well, that don't make no big deal anyway. No biggie. Like I said, I'm not hating on them guys, but I was like, and then I did, guys. It was either a week ago or a week and a half ago. I finally went to my first Empower Hour meeting. I thought, okay, well, let me just go listen to what they got to say. And maybe it was the wrong night. I don't know. I'll give them that. Maybe it was the wrong night. But literally, the pitch was that they were going to show you how to add $300,000 to your income that night. That was the pitch on Facebook, and I was like, oh shoot, man, there's a lot of people involved in this, so obviously it can't be BS. So when they said that, I was like, well, damn, that's a bold statement. So let me go take a look and see what their plan is, how they're doing it. And I knew how I do things online, but let's go see what they're doing. All right, wrong, guys. The whole freaking hour, the whole entire hour was basically him calling everybody a wussy if they didn't go all in. That was the $300,000. If everybody would go all in, everybody would be making $300,000. I was like, what the freak? The whole entire hour. All right, sorry guys, I'm off of that. Yeah, like I said, maybe it was the wrong night. I don't know. I'll give him that. Because I actually tried to talk to David the next day, and all I had was a bunch of people telling me to go f off. He posted on his Facebook, and I said, David, I'm still just waiting for the $300,000. I didn't understand that. All I heard was, there was a lot of people that liked my comment, but there was a whole bunch of them that told me to go f myself. So I was like, okay, well, so it's basically that. It is what it is, I guess. That's cool. All right. Well, we'll get off that. Sorry about it, guys. Well, anyway, the good thing though, the positive thing out of all that was I came up with a true 100% commission company. True 100% commission. Every other sale to me, technically, that's 50% commission. It's not 100%. It's 50%. But 100%. So I come up with this, and that's what we're gonna do, guys. So if you guys like it, let's roll with it. Oh, I was like, I get to give you that, guys. Here's the other traffic method that I like. A place called Sales Spider. A lot of you guys haven't ever heard of that, Sales Spider. I actually have some software that don't work on there no more, but it did at one time. At one time, Sales Spider, they were allowing us to add as many friends as you want. They didn't have a limit, and I created a software because I'm a software developer too. So I created a software that literally went and scraped all of thousands and thousands of Sales Spider people, and then you'd be able to add them as friends. And we were like literally killing it, man, killing it. And then we added them as friends, and then we'd send them a sales pitch. We had the script that also would send them a message, which was the sales pitch. We were killing it. And then 2 weeks after that, it was called the Sales Spider Extractor. But it was like 2 weeks after that, they caught on to what we were doing, and they canceled and now you can only add 20 friends a day. So we screwed that up. I was like, dang. I got other scripts like Ning Networks. I got scripts that pretty much post the living daylights out of image posting. You can add it scrapes all the IDs off a Ning network, whichever Ning network you want. It'll scrape all their IDs, and it'll actually image post. Now Ning don't care; those sites still allow us to do that. So that's another one of my traffic methods that I like. I like doing image posting over on all the Ning networks that about making money and stuff. So I'll just what I'll do, it'll actually post an image, and it's a clickable image too. So it's image posting. It's real image posting, not like Facebook. Facebook, you put an image, you can't click on the image. You can click on it, but it just makes the picture bigger. But Ning, you can actually make an image clickable. So that was cool. Yeah, very targeted. Absolutely targeted. So you don't want to. That's one of the things is you definitely want to because if you don't get it was basically money making people in the Ning. There's other Ning networks that are not about making money, but obviously you wouldn't want to scrape those. There's a bunch of like Startup Biz. There's a whole bunch of them really. So I got all kinds of that's the stuff that you guys are gonna have and learn basically on all my membership site. What I'm gonna do, guys, is give you guys everything that made me successful in the IM niche. Because I became very successful in the IM niche. Now the IM niche, if you guys don't know, the only way to be successful in the IM niche is just to sell some type of product IM related. That's how you become successful in the IM niche. I mean, MLM is really not the answer. It's tough. MLM is tough. All right, guys. Any other questions? That's basically it. So now, let me tell you this though. For the ones that haven't got started yet, guys, you really want to get started with this. Let me tell you why. Today, it's February the 26th. You guys have until Friday. Friday is the 1st, guys. It's the 1st of March, the 1st of the next month. That's when you guys are going to get a video from me. I'm going to send out a video, and you guys are going to be able to send out a page. you're going to be able to put this video on your own page, and you're going to be able to send that link out with your pay link. You're going to be able to put your pay link. I'm going to show you in a video how to do that before Friday, before the 1st. Wait, is that right, the 1st? Yeah, so that'll be Thursday. So Thursday you guys will get that. And what that's going to be able to do is, if you guys have 20 or 30, 40, 50 opt-ins, guys, that's a potential $100 bill per opt-in. Does that make sense, right? Does everybody understand that? Does anybody not understand all that? Traffic, yeah, traffic. Now, Sonya, when you do sign up, when you pay the admin fee, that's the only fee that I get is $21 admin fee. When you pay the $21 admin fee, you get all the files, all the images, and you also get to go in my training. I got another training site that actually has a ton of traffic methods already in there that you can use. You can go and use those traffic methods that I have in there. It'll show you how to do them. The quickest thing, also, guys, is what you can do. Here's the quickest thing I would do right here. If I was you guys, this is what I would do. Ray, did you opt in? Didn't you opt in to be able to come here, or did you come in from my email? All right, hey, for everybody that came in here from my email that I sent out, I apologize because there's a lot of you guys that came here through my email. Go to this link right here. If you didn't opt in, if you went through my link tonight, because I actually sent this out to a couple thousand people on a list, a 2,000 person list tonight. See how well they responded. a lot of them couldn't make it tonight, but they asked if was I going to record it. If you did come through an opt-in page, then you've already been to the admin page. Also, go check your email. You should have a first message that shows you to go to the admin fee page. Here, and in fact, you guys can do that. That's right. Never mind. Hold on. You guys don't have to go through that. Back through that. You guys are already on their list. Sorry about that. You guys don't have to do that. Hold on. I'll give you the page. All you do is pay the $21 admin fee tonight, and you guys will get the all the files and images and the videos that show you how. You'll also get my old training site where it's got a ton of traffic methods in there that you guys can go ahead and start pushing this. But what I would do, which is what I was going to tell you, hold on one second. All right, got it right here. Now, for you guys that want to go ahead and pay the admin fee tonight, you can by going to that link. All you guys that came through my email, now for you guys that have already opted in, please do not opt in to my email for this link that I'm about to give you. This is only for the people that I actually sent. Oh, in fact, here, I want to do that. I want to give you that. For the ones that have not opted in yet, you guys, the email that I sent you, go back to that email. For the ones that came off my list, go back to that email, and there's a vichutc.com/true100 commissions. Go to that site and opt in if you're interested, because on the 1st, I'm going to send you a pay link. Yeah, that's fair. I don't want to put that up here for you guys that may get... What is that? No. There's the admin fee video. That's what you pay tonight. That's what you can... Okay, cool. Alright, Matt. What's up, Matt? What's going on, brother? See you in a while. I've been praying for something to work and somebody tell me the truth. Is anybody... I'm telling you, Sonya. I mean, I'm not going to try to convince you or anything, but I mean, I'm not one of those guys that does that, but you really need to make up your own, you know, do you think that it'll work? I mean, do you think people would want to be part of this? I mean, if you do, you should have no problem. I know without a shadow. As of right now, I have $3,700 added to my monthly income over 4 days of marketing on Facebook. And here's what I was going to tell you. The very first method I would do, guys, is do this. Go to my Facebook account. Let me give you the link. Go to my Facebook account, grab the images off, and grab the sales copy that I've been using on my Facebook account. Now, Sonya, also, I'm here to help you guys every Tuesday. I'm also going to be able to help you guys on Skype and TeamViewer if you ever need me. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. And you also got to do some of this too, Sonya. And I know some people ain't going to believe what I'm about to say, but you know, if you're here, it's for a reason. I do. I believe everything happens for a reason. That's just me now. That's not a sales pitch because I'm not trying to take. I don't care about your $21 bill. You either think this is viable or you don't. But yeah, I believe everything happens for a reason. If you're here for a reason. Go for it. Here's the way I do things, guys. I just go for it. What I do, I go for it, man. I don't try to work it all out. I don't ever try to work it all out. When I try to go for something, I go, do I want to do that? Do I think I can do that? Okay, let's go. And what I do is I just start knocking them down as they come up. Am I telling the truth, guys? The ones that's been around me for a long time? I don't know what I'm gonna be doing Friday on this whatever I'm about to start. All I know is I want to get it done, and I got an idea of how I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna go freaking do it. I don't sit around and analyze it to death. I just don't. I ain't never been one to do that because it seems like when you do that, you usually paralyze it and you wind up don't do it at all. And I don't know. I just feel like maybe it was a chance missed. Anyway, I feel like I'm trying to sell somebody. I ain't trying to sell nobody. Yeah, you want this. You either think this is viable or you don't. I really can't make that mind up for you. Let me give you guys my Facebook account. The very first thing I would do is go to my Facebook account, guys, and I would look at what I've done. I've literally on that Facebook account because I wanted to check to make sure this would work before I sent it out to my list today. And I started sending it out. I didn't send it to my whole. I still haven't sent it out to my whole 14,000 person list yet. But today I sent it out to 3,000 people. I sent it out to a list I have with a 2,700 people on a list I got that's got about 1,100 people on it. But before that, I wanted to see if it would work. So 4 days I spent on Facebook, firehosing Facebook with images and sales copy, which right here is that's my Facebook right there, guys. I went to Facebook, and for 4 days I firehosed images and sales copy to that, and I put 37 paid people so far. They paid the admin fee. 37 out of 50-something people, 37 had paid the admin fee. So that's a pretty good chance that 37 people is going to give me $100 on the first. So I've literally, you could say potentially, I've added $3,700 to my monthly income. Isn't that crazy? This, guys, is no pie in the sky stuff. This is real. I mean, you guys really now can literally, seriously, put a lot of money in your accounts. We're talking monthly residuals here too. We're not talking about one-time ebook fee or whatever ebook. You guys don't know what that is. One-time commission on a program or anything. This is monthly residual, guys. All right. Yeah, Blastabutter is the same thing, Karine. Blastabuster. It's Blastabutter. Don't even ask. Don't ask. Somebody asked me a while ago what Blastabutter was. Blastabutter is actually a name of a popcorn. Me and my wife, about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, she brought us home some popcorn. It was called Blastabutter. And we couldn't quit laughing because I was like, good God, that's some good Blastabutter. And for some reason, the other day when I was actually trying to get a domain, that name popped up in my head, and I said, well, let's see if Blastabutter is available. And it was. So what I'm going to do now is call this program Blastabutter. Stupid, I know, and it may get changed, I don't know, but right now it's called Blastabutter. Now I'm going to create a cool looking popcorn-ish with oil dripping off the popcorn graphic for the logo maybe or whatever. Blastabutter. So that's it. That's it. Yeah, Karine. Get the software. There's no software, Karine. What the heck? You've been listening. No, what you're going to get when you pay the $21 admin fee, you're going to get the 1,000 images, and you already know traffic methods. You already got softwares, so you're good to go. All right, I'm going to turn the recording off right now. Thanks for everybody showing up.